You know how? The war, why? Because you give only 1 hour or 2 hours to God. But all of that hours within 7 days, you corrupt, you ask money to the people. And that is why there is a war in Israel and Gaza. You hear that? Oh, you hear that sound? That is the Catholic bell. And you imagine, within 7 days, you give only 1 hour, 3 hours, or 4 hours to God. But that church is always open. And it is always has you give tithes. You need to give tithes because of your conscience. Our conscience pushes us to give tithes to the church. And then the people against with Israel, so that is why you did not manage very well. So it's supposed you manage the entire world for a proper managing of the people, because the people are also working and giving tithe to the church, in every church. So it is very sad to think always the church is always open for everybody, and our conscience, once we are going to get inside in the church, we need to give a little money inside in our mind. And God, you devoted, you are not devoting most always to the people, to the God, brother. We did not devote. But that is why there is a war in Israel. The church is always open every time, and you need to give money as our conscience, to give money in the church. And I'm not going, and there is always a forces around in the church. And what is that forces? They are pushing you, every one of us, to get inside in the church, not to focus on the doctrine of the priest and pastor, but they are pushing you to get inside in the church to give money. That is the reality. And that is every day, and you give only for the doctrine of God. Only 1 hour or 2 hours during the church time. Is that very clear? You did not have. It's supposed to be every day, but but my words is compromised into a half, 3.5 of day and 3.5 of day of the other of the state, and 3.5 for the religion, and 3.5 for the state again, and 3.5 for the religion. And that is separate, but you need to have divide and equal, not to divide the money of the top, of the tithes of the people. That's because you, the people around, It's the people, the forces. Uh, this place is a very small place. So that is why it will come up to us. Because you are not going to compromise it very well. Why you are very unprovoking and such in everywhere. And the center of the city is the church, a very big church, an old church, where I myself, I was baptized there. And then you are provoking everyone, and every person who's going to have a walking along. What that mean? And you did not say anything, a very single, even in the sound of an animal. And what is that? And then you are wearing uniform. And you are wearing uniform as a police or a military. What do you mean by that? You are pushing the people to get inside in the church. Yes, that is very good. But we have our conscience to give money inside in the church. Diba? And if that is very possible implementation, it will come up to you. The people who are wearing uniform. And they are pushing us. And you are implementing the rules by pushing possibly just to get inside the church and to give money to the priest and the pastor. Am I correct? Yes, I will answer my own. I am very correct. Because even in the church, and if you are allowed to get inside just to press, just to deliver any doctrine, even in a one verse you have, then you are wearing uniform or police or military. Then you cannot say something about it. What you are going to do? Just to pull your guns and point to anybody, and that means you are illiterate on theology. Theology is open to everybody. As long as you have a Bible, you can study very much. But that not mean that you are not authority. Who can say that a person who is carrying Bible and preaching outside, that he is not authority? Is that what God said? You need to study and have diploma for preaching and pastor, need a diploma and license to have. Therefore, do not hit anyone. It's because it is already very clear. You are hitting the people inside in this city. This is very small city. And then you are asking money, the police and the military, who is wearing uniform. Yes, because the people is going to get inside the church that just to have a relaxing, because that is the house of the Lord and the God, or the God, and you are ought to give money, the tithes. And even you are not going to give a tithes, you should, our conscience pushing us to give money. We are not going to listen anymore. That is usually the people doing by those possible force, the force that implemented possibly just to get inside and just to give money. That is the truth, and do not deny it, because you don't have any sound, even a sound of an animal.